Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about changing up my fragrance tray. As you guys can see here, I have a fragrance tray as well as a little jar over here with some travel size sprays. I'm a little late to this game. I just got back from a great vacation with my husband and my cousin. When we got back, I got sick. So as you guys can hear in my voice, I'm still getting over this. I thought while I had some energy, I would film this quick video for you just to let you guys know. I've been waiting patiently, but Sephora VIB sale is on right now, and I have a whole bunch of fragrances that I ordered that won't make this tray for spring part 1, but it will likely make spring part 2. I cannot wait to dive into those and to share with you guys my thoughts and opinions on those ones. Okay, so let's go into the actual travel sprays here. I have had this a while now. I love this for travel, especially when it's in the winter time. Black Opium, or YSL's Le Parfum. If you like a vanilla custardy kind of scent, I highly recommend this. I'm going to take this off of the tray for now, or technically out of the jar, because it is very, very wintry and we're going into spring. From my friend Julie, thank you so much, Julie. This is from Nest. This is Cocoa Woods Eau de Parfum, and it's a very lovely scent. Again, I'm going to take this off because this is not screaming spring to me. This is definitely more like fall winter. So that's coming off. I'm going to No, I'm going to take this one out of the jar because this is a beautiful vanilla, but it's definitely more of a fall winter vanilla. Atelier Cologne's Vanille Insensé. This is a great fragrance that we cannot get here in North America any longer because Atelier Cologne's apparently just wants to sell in Europe. With that said, I've used it quite a bit. I want to just put it away again for probably fall of next year. Now, the one item I so desperately want to take out of here because I'm like, I should just slow my roll, is from Kayali. This is the Yum Bougie Marshmallow, and as you guys can see right to about here, I took this on my trip to Ireland, Northern Ireland and Iceland, and I wore the heck out of this. I sprayed this on me. It was just a beautiful fragrance. I'm so happy I ended up buying the full size of this. I think I am going to keep it in this little container. I can't help myself. I don't even think I'm going to be without a travel size spray. So I know once I go through this travel, even though I have a full bottle, I will probably buy another travel size. Now let's go over to the tray here, guys. We have from Amouage, we have Material. This is an absolutely beautiful fragrance, very ambery, very vanilla. Really enjoy this one, but it's too wintry for me now, so that's coming off. I'm going to say a lot of these things are. I'm going to put this in the maybe. This is Vanilla Skin, which I did do a video, and I'm going to try to tag the video here, where I compared these two, Fleur of Vanilla Skin and Mix Bar's Vanilla Bourbon. They are almost exactly the same, and this is over $100 Canadian, and this is like $35 Canadian. Fortunately, you can only get Mix Bar at Target or Target in the States, so I can't really get that freely here in Canada. Love these both. I'm going to put them both on the maybe. I'm just going to put them to the side here. I'm not quite sure because vanilla can go so many different ways, right? So then we have Dates Delight by House of Oud, and I love this one. This is more of a fall winter kind of fragrance. So this one will definitely be coming off the tray. This is definitely a beautiful figgy date, wintry kind of fruits, sexy vanilla, beautiful amber, all that fun stuff. I am going to take off the Burberry Goddess Intense because this is very strong and it is definitely more of a cold weather fragrance. So this is going to come off the tray. I do have the original Burberry and I do prefer that one actually more. And I really do enjoy this one, but it's going to come off the tray because it's a bit too intense for this time of year. Another one of my favorites is Ani by Nishane. You guys know this is my all-time favorite fragrance of life. Anyway, it is my favorite. I am taking this off. This is another wonderful winter performer. This does so well in cold weather. I feel like it just shines through. So it is a beautiful ginger, cardamom, and beautiful vanilla to finish it all off with. But coming off because it is quite strong. Another item here, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it. I'm going to put it on the maybe pile, is Fresh Cream by Philosophy. As you guys can see here, I've gone through quite a bit of this, even with all the different fragrances on my very dusty tray right now. I'm going to keep this on the maybe pile because this is such a great, easy reach for comfort, to go to bed, go to sleep wearing a little bit of this. Love this one very much. I'm just going to put it off to the side with the other vanillas. As you guys can see a theme, like the 3 vanillas back here are still here. And when we have the Jo Malone, and Jo Malone, I love this one. Spoiler alert, on our trip back on duty free, I did buy a full-size Jo Malone So it'll be my second one, but I can't share that with you until all my fragrances show up from Sephora sales. Jo Malone London's Ginger Biscuit, and this is beautiful. I only wish this would last longer. It is only a cologne density or fragrance, and so it's a really lovely ginger biscuit scent. Love it, but again, obviously, it is definitely more of a fall and winter scent. Next up, we have K. Ali's Vanilla 28. Because I find this one more of a very rich vanilla, and when I do run out of this, I am getting the full size of this. It is my favorite vanilla that I have, where it's just vanilla and is a great layering fragrance in my opinion. And the juice, never fret if the juice gets dark like this. It may start off almost clear. Because there's so much amazing vanilla, it macerates and it just gets so much more mature. It's great. But because this is more of a fall winter vanilla, I am going to put this one away. You never know, I might pull it out. It's one of my favorite comforting scents too, so if I feel like I'll just sort of pull it out here and there, but that will probably go away for a little while. A scent that I love to wear to go to bed in the fall and winter is from Zara. It's the Rich Warm Addictive from the Tobacco Collection. I love this one, and I'm down to, where am I? About here. I don't have too much to go left. Anyway, I'm going to pull this off the tray. This is definitely one of my go-to bedroom or bedtime fragrances for fall winter because of the like tobacco and I don't know, it's just super sexy, but it's very dark and very mysterious. So I'm going to put that aside for now. The last item from the tray is Initio's Side Effect. I love this fragrance, and whenever I go to Europe, I smell this everywhere. In North America, hardly at all. But when I've gone to Portugal, to Spain, and most recently when we went to the bigger cities like in Dublin, we were in Dublin. By the way, don't forget to follow us on our travel vlogs because we got a lot of great content. We were in Dublin for St. Patrick's Day 2025. I smelled this fragrance on so many people. I don't know if it's a dupe, what they were wearing, but this is a very popular fragrance in Europe, but not as popular in North America. She's strong, she's beautiful, she's sweet, she's sexy, very unisex. Love this one. But again, because of its nature, I think it's time that we just retire you for the season. Okay, so now we're going to go into the fragrances I'm going to put back on the tray. Now, if you know me at all, you guys know that I'm not a big fan of florals. And so pretty much the only brand that I really enjoy florals from is from Marc Jacobs. I feel like I've heard Marc Jacobs, the makeup line is coming back in 2026. Yay. I really enjoyed a lot of their items. But although the makeup section went under, the perfume section has always stayed up and there's always new things. This is the original Daisy, Oh So Fresh. Out of the 3 different lines that they come out with every year, Oh So Fresh tends to be my favorite pick. But these are gorgeous, and so I'm going to do the Oh So Fresh, the original. But on top of that, I have a limited edition I'm going to add, which is the Oh So Fresh Days. So this one's got like a pinky kind of hue to it. The flowers are absolutely delightful. It's so springy, so beautiful. Again, one of the things I will say about the Marc Jacobs fragrances is I wish they lasted a little bit longer. They don't have a lot of strength, but I do love them. The newest Marc Jacobs Daisy Oh So Fresh is Glow to my collection. This is the 2025 release. As I mentioned earlier, they normally release a new fragrance every year, and there's like 3 of them, the 3 different kinds. One's more sweet, one's more fresh, and one's more kind of like, I don't know, neutral? I don't know. Oh So Fresh Glow. This is, again, one of my favorites. As you guys can tell, I have a preference when it comes to the type of Marc Jacobs. But moving along, I did keep the Marc Jacobs Perfect. This is the original Perfect. It's my favorite of the Perfects. I've tried. I had the Intense. I did sell that one. This is lovely. This is more for like going out in the evening or later in the day kind of thing, whereas a lot of these other ones can be more for the daytime. Next up, we have the Daisy Love Spring Edition. This is a beautiful single flower design. I love this one very much. It's beautiful, very sweet. I am also going to add my Ariana Grande Cloud, the original. This is what I go to for spring, summer, for bedtime scent. I imagine I'm going to have to repurchase for like the 4th time because I've loved this one so much. Another full-size bottle. I always go to fragrancebuy.ca, and especially now being Canadian, I have to be very cognizant of where I'm getting my fragrances because I don't want to get charged an extra 20-25%. I'm trying to save that money. Anyway, Ariana Grande's Cloud Original, a great bedtime fragrance. I absolutely love this one, and I will probably be repurchasing it before the end of summer. And something that I didn't get a lot of use last year because I bought it, Gucci Flora Gorgeous Orchid. This came out at the very end of summer. I want to say like mid-August. This should have come out before spring hit of 2024 because of the nature of the juice. This is a beautiful floral vanilla. Again, I don't like florals very much, but I wanted to give this one a little bit more of a fair shake because I don't feel like I got enough use out of it, because as soon as I got it, I used it a few times and boom, it was like fall. In Canada, fall is like mid-September, end of September, and I'm already into like, you know, more fall inspired fragrances. I wanted to give this one a little bit more love before I say yes or no. I like the idea. I felt like the promotion of this was a little janky. They really heavily promoted this being vanilla. This whole 2024 season of summer was very vanilla forwarded by so many companies that did not do it right. Burberry Goddess was the best one for vanilla, in my opinion, of all of their releases. But this is good. I just want to give it some more love. I have brought out this Rituals perfume, and I kick myself because when we were away in Europe, I saw one Rituals location. I think it was at the airport. Could have been Dublin. Anyway, this is like Fleurs de Himalaya. I would buy a full size of this. This is probably one of my favorite fragrances when it comes to florals. I never thought I'd say that, but this is a gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. And it's kind of like the Europe's Body Shop, a little higher end maybe, but I find that the perfumes are not a terrible, like super expensive. Got to really remember, if I go to Europe again to look for Rituals, go look for this, and I will get a full bottle of that because it's gorgeous. All right, I have 3 items here I'm going to add to this little jar. I have another Kayali. I was not as impressed with this one, the Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar. I don't like this one as much as the Yum Bougie Marshmallow. I'm going to try to give it some love and see what I think. But right now, as far as me testing it a couple times now, I would not buy a full bottle. But this is a perfect size to see if I really like it, if it grows on me, that kind of thing. So I'm going to put that in the jar to use. Another new fragrance for me is by the 7 Virtues. This is in Clementine Dream. And it's a beautiful like clementine or orange with a little bit of vanilla, and there's some floral bits to this. I would say it's definitely more citrus to me than vanilla. It's not a creamy vanilla like maybe a Campino candy, that kind of thing. But I really wanted to give this a fair shake. I thought that would be great for spring/summer. And the last travel size before we decide what vanillas I'm going to keep from the last tray is the Clean Reserve Whip Cherry. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be buying a full bottle of this because I think of all the Clean Reserve fragrances, this lasts the longest. I still really love Skin. I love Rain. I have a few different ones. In fact, I think I'll pop up a video here for you guys. I did give you guys a rundown on all my clean fragrances that I own. This is definitely full bottle worthy, and I'm going to give this a good shake here. I think this is a great travel scent too. Won't be very offensive to anybody. Okay, let's go to these vanillas here that I still have. I haven't decided yet. Do I keep them all on here? I am going to keep the Fresh Cream by Philosophy, and I'm going to keep the Fleur. Now, I've said before in that other video, I actually prefer the Vanilla Bourbon over the Vanilla Skin by Fleur, but this is harder for me to get at the moment because of tariffs and so on, whereas at least the Fleur Vanilla Skin I can get on Sephora. So I want to give this a little bit more, you know, make some more dents in this, and I'll put this away for a rainy day, maybe bring this out for the fall. I think that is everything, you guys. This will be the tray for at least the first part of spring. Like I mentioned earlier, have a huge amount of fragrances coming in the next little while. I want to probably add those, a lot of them anyway, to my second or part 2 spring tray because, you know, gotta shake it up. I think this is a great selection, and it really does show you guys and highlights kind of like the brands that I really love, like hello, Marc Jacobs. Plus, it's nice to see my Ariana Grande back on my tray. It's been quite some time. So I'm really excited to try all these. I haven't worn a lot of these for quite some time. So anyway, you guys, that is everything. And don't forget, next week, I have a huge video I'm hoping to get out for Good Friday. And when it comes to fragrances, it's like a deep dive into fragrances I just bought. I'm getting smarter. I'm getting these travel sizes before I buy the fulls, right? Yes, somewhat smart. All right, you guys, thank you very much for watching. As always, be safe, take care, and have fun. Bye, guys.